MMOXP, we all know, is the greatest website right now for coins. Team of the season is near. Get acquainted with my code META. That's code META for the best meta cards. Team of the season is near. Not just 8% off, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. For instance, if you purchase 30 million coins, you get an additional 4.5 million coins. So they have a added bonus when purchasing coins. That's why MMOXP is the GOATs. Now, if you also check their page out, they do have giveaways. So go check the description out right now. Let's get it. Yes, now, bros, we are back. Team of the season time, of course, is near and upon us. I think literally like a few days left. Now, I'm kind of gunning to obviously get to finishing this series before Team of the season. Obviously, we'll do one once Team of the season comes out and stuff. But yeah, these are the best cards, basically pre-Team of the season. And CDM/CMs, we don't have cams, unfortunately, because they're more attacking. And I will obviously do it in a separate video. So let's jump into it. We got obviously top 5 CDMs, which are these bad boys on top. Which do you guys agree? Tell me in the comments. I feel like when it comes to CDMs, you want someone that has a defending and a passing playstyle plus. You know, obviously 3 playstyles is amazing. Team of the year, obviously Rodri only has that, but I feel like with a CDM you need someone that's very tall, bro. Someone that can obviously get to the ball in terms of like height, physicality, all those aspects, but also kind of transition a little bit. So there's a bit of both, best of both worlds, you could say, in CDMs, but most of the time they are interceptors, you know, those type of aspects. We've got obviously your CMs, which is your box to box. These are your holding. These can play playmakers. They can be roaming type of CMs, but majority of the time they tick every box, bro, when it comes to literally everything. So tell me in the comments, do you think this is the best top 5? Very interesting one. I felt maybe Sawa deserves to be up, but I felt like, I don't know, Mateus is better, of course. Bro basically has cracked out stats. I know he only has 4-star, 4-star, but sometimes in the midfield you don't need to have, maybe you need the 5-star weak foot, but I don't know. It could be a little bit subjective. I don't know. I felt like Sawa was very good, don't get me wrong, but I'm happy enough to place her at the top of S+. I would say she's just outside of top 5 CMs, maybe even the 6th CM right there. But I'm happy to place her S+. By the way, if you don't know how the series works, we've got the top 5 to differentiate, you know, each position, and then we've got S+, which is still best of the best. It's creme de la creme. And then we've got S, which is in the middle. They have ounces of meta, but they're not quite on that level that pro players would use them or opt for them. And then A+, kind of dissipating, still decent, you know, like let's say if you don't have much coins and stuff, but they're not great, bro, I'll be real. Next one's going to be Abili. Now, this is a very interesting one because a couple of people were very pissed off at me at Abili's, I think, ranking. I think I placed her a while back. Was it during, I forgot which video it was, but I understand why people were pissed off though. Because Abili's card, especially the 92, was so good, and this one's better. As I said, I don't take price into play, but I always use price as an indication of how good a card is, especially if they hold it. But I feel like now the market is really bad to the point where it doesn't really matter that much, because Team of the Season is coming out soon and stuff. It makes sense though why, no, it doesn't make sense, sorry, as to why she's so cheap, bro. I mean, this card in game is insane. She could even just be similar to Sawa, literally even could be better, some people would say. I'm placing at S+. I don't care, bro. Trust me. 5-star weak foot, very nice in terms of playstyle pluses, and very nice, obviously, rolls, bro. That's the main thing as well. So, yeah, overall, I'm happy to place at S+, but not over Sawa, though. Alexander-Arnold. Better as a CM, I said in my fullback video. If you didn't check that video, go check it out. Personally speaking, much so, pretty much a very nice, you know, box-to-box type of vibe, but doesn't have a defending playstyle, so if you were to utilize him as a CDM, he won't be the best, I'll be real. But as a box-to-box CM, won't be too bad. Aitana Bonmati, this is a very interesting one. Bonmati, I actually have in my team, funny enough. Is she close to the Team of the Year? I'll be real, not really, bro. She doesn't really have the playstyle pluses like, obviously, the Team of the Year, of course. But I feel like this card is insane still. I'm happy enough to place her at S+. Very much an insane card when it comes to movement. Yeah, she's nice. Beckham. So much people might be pissed off at me, but I don't feel like he is as meta as can be. Obviously used him in draft. I haven't really used him in other games, but I would say he's more of the fun aspect, man. I'm placing him at the top of S, bro. Like, he's more or less ticking the boxes of like Andrea Pirlo, Xavi. But for me personally, Xavi is the better card because firstly, Xavi has the playstyle pluses that acquaint or pertain to a meta CM, so he has the passing playstyles. The thing is with Beckham, he's more of a for some reason a cam, but he doesn't have that position modifier. You see, so the thing with Xavi is he has the playstyle pluses, like incisive, tiki-taka, basically the best pass in the game, you could say. So for me, the rarity of that card is insane. Happy enough to place him at S+. Franz Beckenbauer, which is actually a better CDM than CM. Why I say this is 1.7 mil, right? Makes sense. But he has amazing playstyle pluses. For center back, unfortunately doesn't have... Oh wait, this one does. Apologies right there. This one does have the center back defender plus. But what I was trying to say is for CDM, he has holding only. Still a very nice card, bro. As a CDM, he's definitely going to the S+ slot. The thing is his other one going to the S+ though. Because if we compare the stats, right? This one has +3 pace, +3 shooting, +3, like just significantly better. Still has 3 playstyle pluses though. This one has intercept jockey. Pretty much a decent card. I'm personally not going to place him maybe on the role of S+. I don't know. Do you guys think? Tell me in the comments. This one I'm a bit on defense of. He doesn't really have great roles as well. He doesn't have the holding plus. Deep lying is definitely the play for him. If you were to utilize him, for now I'm gonna leave him at the top of S. But I definitely think obviously the 96 is 100% better. So yeah, he can get placed. I'd even put him here, bro, as a CDM at S+. Billing, I'll be real, at this stage of the game, you could say lower S, still has decent enough playstyles. Yeah, Bentancur, not bad at all. I don't think he's on that level of insane, but definitely lower S. Bruno Guimaraes, I'll be real, not completely terrible, but these are the type of cards that are placements. You either put him in the SBC, or you just place them because you need chemistry. That's what I say, man, always. We've got man like Bellingham, which very nice card when it comes to the movement of his game. That's his best trait, is his movement. 96 reactions as well, relentless, 5-star. I feel like this card you kind of have to look past his playstyles because he's actually really good in game, and he's 570k right now. I'm placing Bellingham at the end of S+. Very nice card indeed. We've got a couple of cards left. Let us see. I want to try and get rid of conventional meta cards that we just all agree is S+. And it's not really looking too great here. I'll be real, not much cards here. I'd say Shuemeni for sure gets S+. Like, if you know a CDM by the face, that is the card, bro. Like, especially face stats in terms of anticipate and long ball pass, that's amazing playstyles. Very nice card indeed. We have got Caicedo, which is not completely terrible. I definitely think better than some of these cards. But yeah, stay towards the end as well to see where these cards get placed. Carlos Alberto. Did I see this card having... What did he have for roles? Because roles is so important this year. He does not have the holding plus for the CDM. What does his other version have? That's not even the CDM version, unfortunately. But yeah, Carlos Alberto for me, right? Very nice card in terms of CDM. I'm okay with placing him at the end of S+ for now. Still a decent card indeed. We've got Dunn. I'll be real, just a little bit small for my liking. Not bad though. She actually has one of the best in-game stats for the cheap, like the most cheapest card. I'll be real. I mean, if you actually look at her actual card, it's actually crazy. Like, look here, Crystal Dunn. I remember she had a SBC in the start of the year. It was this 86. She's 92k, right? And think, where's the total in-game stats? It is 2,640, bro. That is insane. Like, the actual card looks pretty phenomenal. I mean, 5-star. The only downfall is for a CM. No good playstyle pluses and also very small. But I'm happy enough to even place her though. A little bit high, bro, in the slot of S. Fody, not bad at all as well. I don't think she's S+, unfortunately. Doesn't have the aura, man. That's just the downfall of, you know, when cards don't have the aura, they don't get placed higher than S, in my opinion. So yeah, Vitinha and then Kante. These are both of the versions that you get through the Immortal Evo. Now, it's no longer here, but you obviously know what I'm trying to say. If you've been playing the game, you will know what I'm talking about. It is the 91. If I can just find it. I don't know if it shows it here, but you boys know, obviously, the icon Kante. He's pretty much an S+ card. Same thing with Vitinha, because they have all the playstyle pluses. They have the roles. Yeah, for now, I'm happy to place them up. Especially that Vitinha, man. Any relevant version of Vitinha, especially his previous iteration, was so good that I'm happy enough to place them even a little bit higher, bro. You could say like there. We got Dewsbury Hall that came out very recently. Pretty much a standard card, I'll be real. there's so much cards like them. Incisive and Tiki Taka is a nice obviously addition, but now if I'm placing him at S plus, then I'm just placing anyone at this point at S plus. So for now I'm happy to place him at S. SCN, I'll be real, 5-star 5-star. SCN for me doesn't have the aura, unfortunately, boys. You have to have the aura, man. Yeah, I sound like a child saying that, but it's just the way the game is. It's the best way to say it. It's basically like the way they portray themselves in game. You know, like every time if you verse someone and you see them, they're like irritating. That's what I'm trying to say. And for me, SCN, I don't really struggle against him, but I'll definitely put him higher S though. Decent card indeed. You can actually say that some cards go down. Like I'd say Bruno Guimaraes at this stage of the game can go down. And yeah, he got demoted. Unlucky, bro. Game is game. Let's jump over to De Jong. I'm happy to place him at S plus. I mean, of course, bro. Like, especially the new De Jong. I've always liked a very relevant version of De Jong. Any version of him that comes out is just relevant, is new, is meta, and essentially 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Rolls is box to box. I'd probably add him as a holding or a playmaker roaming in a 4-3-3-4. That is where this man's gonna flourish. But yeah, for now I'm happy to place him S plus. Gravenberch, I'll be real, outdated but not completely terrible though. In game, versed him, used him, not bad. Joao Gomez, same thing with him. Intercept plus makes him somewhat decent, and you can obviously evo him, not bad at all. I'm happy to place him S. You could say like around there. Camavinga, I don't think he's on that S plus level anymore. Used to be actually, but only has one playstyle plus, but not completely terrible in game. And then we've got Hakan Çalhanoğlu now. Sometimes I include evos, but I felt like because there's so much evo possibilities for Hakan, that I've only included his normal version, and then I'd base him on the basis of his evo potential. So like for instance this one right here, Hawk and Gladiator 2, the guy becomes insane still, bro. Like Anticipate and Incisive Pass plus, that for me is 100% upper S. Decent card indeed. Milinkovic-Savic was obviously more of the tall Donnies, you know, for CDMs, and was actually the showdown card. Is this card fully upgraded or didn't he get upgraded? I think, yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't follow Saudi like that, but Bruiser and First Touch plus with 5-star weak foot, and he obviously has the holding plus. Not completely terrible. I just feel like there's just so much better cards out right now, boys. Yeah, Milinkovic-Savic goes lower S, man. Paredes, I'm sorry, bro. Doesn't have the aura. Yeah, he's just not that guy. Steven Gerrard on the other end, though. Let us see where he gets placed, because Steven Gerrard is a specific useful card in terms of roles. Now, you play him in a 4-3-4-2. Wait, what's the word? 4-2-1-3. CDM as a holding, or you play him as a CM in a deep lying type of vibe. He has the intercept, incisive, very much so a solid card. And a lot of people don't really know, but trust me, use that card in game, he's going to be good. Let's actually place Beckham above SN. I'd actually place Gerrard like up there. That's how good that Gerrard card is, man. Gallagher's not bad at all. In game, he's okay. It's alright. Nothing crazy, you know. Makalele is definitely a decent card as well. He's on that role of like, same thing with SN. He could even just be a little bit up. But doesn't have the aura. Unfortunately, boys. Gotta have the aura, man. Gavi, pretty much an insane plethora of playstyle pluses as well. If you look at Gavi's card, you will be like, what? Because he has Anticipate and Tiki Taka, bro. Do you know how rare those like things are for a CM as well? Gavi for me definitely gets placed higher S. So for now, I'm rating him like around there. Ruud Gullit. I mean, come on, bro. We can actually evo Ruud Gullit. Do you know how insane that is? So you go is 90, right? And then you go through the pump you up. Now, don't get me wrong. It could be a little bit biased, but I think Ruud Gullit inevitably goes, especially this version, bro. He goes at S+. It has to be done. Now, why I say this is the aura again, you know? He's not going to obviously have the playstyle pluses. Man can actually play Cam as a shadow striker, fair enough. Only box to box as well. Am I being a little bit biased? That's an interesting one, bro. Let's see what the comments say. I just want to see. And people thought RIP Dream Chaser SB owners type this up. Okay, I'm going to do him, and then later I'm going to give him a review for you guys. How is he? Okay, this guy never came back. I'll be honest, there's probably going to be further evos for the base Ruud Gullit. For now, I'm not going to be biased, man. I'm going to place the normal Ruud Gullit at S. He just doesn't have the roles and whatnot, you know, to be placed at S+. I think it's a little bit unfair to the other cards placing him at S+. But yeah, Archie Gray. Oof. When it comes to someone that is the best valued CDM in the game, this is your guy. Why I say this is, firstly, 2 good playstyle pluses, insane dribbling and passing and pace. No CDM of his caliber has that type of vibes. And also, he has amazing roles, man. Come on. Holding plus, deep lying plus only, but holding, I think, is the main one. Archie Gray, for me, goes around that level, bro. Very much so an insane card. Yeah, let's actually check. Maybe some cards go down. Let's see. You could say Grav goes 1 down. I don't care, bro. He only has 1 playstyle plus. Yeah, for now, that's fine. Ericsson. Man like huge Ericsson. Nah, I'm very sus. I'm sorry. Finesse shot and incisive. More of a cam, in my opinion, than a CM. Why I say this is because the incisive, you know, it's so accurate when it comes to passing. He just doesn't also have defending playstyle pluses. So if you were to utilize him as CM, don't get me wrong, very nice defending stats, but I'm happy to place him like that role at S. Don't get me wrong, I'm a United supporter. I love Ericsson, bro, beast. But yeah, it just doesn't really have too much like meta stats. Meta playstyles for the liking of like S+. You could low-key say maybe very much so a lower S+ card. Because, 5-star with, like, pretty much insane stats. Yeah, that's a very interesting one, bro. And in-game, Ericsson, I've heard, is insane. We'll leave him at the bottom of S+ for now. Especially if someone like Bellingham is there. Yeah, I think that's okay for now, man. Decent card indeed. Let's see. We have got man like Fratesi. That sounds like a dessert, bro. I don't know why. Fratesi. Am I? Yeah. Level 6 season objectives, tiki-taka incisive, very much so like a Barella type of vibe. I'm okay with him placing at around S. Schweinsteiger, definitely a better feeling card than stats-wise. So in-game is going to feel better than what his stats says, is what I'm trying to say. You could even say around that level. He's not completely terrible. I would actually put Jared above those others. I'll put Makalele like just below. Yeah, I think for now that works. Man like Lam as well. Let's see where he gets placed. I'd actually say a better midfielder than a fullback. Why I say this is someone at midfield. Now, if you have him accompanied with someone that's taller, he can be that guy that sweeps up, you know, kind of like a Kante type of vibe. 96 defensive awareness as well. Yeah, anticipate and long ball. Ladies and gentlemen, you know where I'm going with this? S+, beast. We've got man like Larson. Do I really need to look at every card, bro? Like Hugo Larson, where does he get placed, bro? 50k, intercept. It's all right, man. There's just so much meta stagnancy because the amount of cards that EA release, unfortunately, with regards to the power curve, they're going to get stuck there, bro, in that realm of S. Yeah. Let us see. We've got Walsh. She's not bad at all. You know what? I'm going to place Milinkovic down. And then I'm going to leave it like that for now. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. Marquisio, definitely higher S. Decent card indeed. We've got Van de Boom. 5 booms for Van de Boom. Nah, I'm not going to do that, bro. But 5 booms is crazy. Van de Boomen, though. 95,000 coins. Long ball pass plus. Looks pretty much mid, bro. I'll be real. Yeah. That's definitely getting A+. I'm sorry, bro. Not really great. You could say Bruno Guimaraes can actually top all of them. Pause. That sounds crazy. What am I... Zé Roberto, though, on the other hand, pretty much the best feeling card that money can buy. That's another poor statement. What I'm trying to say is someone like a Zé Roberto, right, feels so good in game. That's just... No, I need to stop, bro. Incisive pass, technical plus. Yeah. He's definitely getting S+. I just feel like, not because of the price, but low-key, though. Like, someone like a Zé Roberto, it makes sense why it's so expensive. Like, in-game is going to move insane, bro. I remember his previous versions, how good he was. Oof. And he can actually play left-back, doesn't have the play styles for it, though, unfortunately. But yeah, Havertz, definitely S, middle. We've got Onyango now. As I said, there's specific versions of some cards that I've included. that not a lot of people know. I just included this guy. I'll be real, I don't know why I did it, but if you look at Evolution Builder, you go to... It doesn't show his previous cards, unfortunately, but all I can say is the card is looking really nice, and if you were to do him, pretty much insane. Very, very much. You know what? I won't rank him for now. I'll leave him there. You know what? I'll put him like S, because he's pretty much in that realm of the 500k Evo. So yeah, for now that's fine. Leboka, anticipates decent card, 5-star, 5-star. This was a card that I actually evoed, not me personally, but I looked at the Evo possibility of him. Which one was it? So it was 90. It was actually his 89. Jumped from 17k, right? He is currently. I don't know which was it. The defensive driver, I think it was. I think it was defensive driver. Yeah, it was. Anticipate and ping pass plus. I mean, look at this card, boys. 5-star, 5-star. Yeah. Doesn't really have the shooting, but I feel like he's more of a defensive CM. So one that stays back and stuff. That card is looking pretty saucy, man. See, this is why you subscribe, bro. I'd actually place him like really high up there to like S. Lampard's not bad as well. Definitely better feeling card for sure. So I'm happy to place him at that S slot. Incisive pass is decent. Actually getting a little bit over some other cards. Like, that's fine. Williams is nice as well. She doesn't have the best playstyle pluses. I feel like for a CM, but as a cam, definitely better. But in-game, she can place like there. We've got Petite. I don't know. Where does Petite get placed, bro? Man, like Emmanuel Petite. 80,000 coins currently. I mean, back in the day, this guy was insane. He was like one of the best icons that pros were using. And now he's got like pretty mid card now. But as a CM though, I don't think it's completely terrible. I'm happy to place him lower S. Let's see, maybe some cards go down. Do they need to be demoted? Not really. I don't really think so, no. Man like Zanetti, pretty much a similar card to, what's his name? Philip Lahm. And Quick Step Plus is nice, and Jockey. Now, he doesn't really have potent playstyle pluses. Like, if he had Anticipate over like Relentless, then this guy is easily S+. I just don't really think he's on that level of... And also the fact that he does... Oh, he has box-to-box, fair enough. That's an interesting one. Whenever I say that's an interesting one, it's very tough, bro. Like, I'm on the fence with these type of cards, but I'm okay with placing Zanetti upper S. Kimmich, oh, come on, bro. Definitely getting S+. Beast. Beast, man. Not much cards like him. By the way, we're going to maneuver some cards at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Gross, a little bit outdated, but decent card in game. Zaire Emery, yeah, sometimes maybe he's good, sometimes nah. Zaire Emery is good though. 460, 5-star 5. Yeah, that card is for me a S+ card. I remember his team of the season of last year. Very nice card. Mikel Merino. Now, boys, if you're obviously Arsenal supporter, this type of card is gonna cook for you, bro. Where is his? Wait, did I type it right? Oh, it was his inform. Yeah, team of the week 1. 30,000 coins converted to pump you up. I don't know which one it is, but if you want to pump it up, I think it was this one, right? I don't know. One of the two, but obviously not really conventional meta, so he's not going to get S+. But if you were to get the card, hey, the guy can be very versatile in that like central slot. Can play CM cam or striker, very nice. I'm okay with placing him around here. Rabiot's not bad as well. I'd say like lower S though. Andrea Pirlo definitely in the middle slot of like next to Schweini. You could actually say Andrea goes like, yeah, he's definitely one of the better feeling cards, but I do think Beckham's a bit better. And then in that same role, Xavi ticks all the boxes. Does it make sense? Got a couple of cards left. Let's see. Kante, this is his previous version. I think it's a little bit outdated, but comparing to the other Kante, this one's not bad, bro. This one's still good. Cannot lie to you. Let's see. Grassroots Kante. 651,000 coins. Anticipate plus. 93 reactions. Very nice card. 4-star, 4-star as well. I'm okay with placing this Kante still at the bottom of S+. Yeah, I think he's still a very nice card. Horan, definitely not really insane. I'll actually put Horan, bro, like... She can go like at the bottom of S. Oberdorf is nice. I actually had her for a couple of... I still have her in my team. to this day. 5-star, 5-star, decent card in game, not bad. I don't think not great though, you know. Guti definitely higher S. That's a tough one because a couple of people have Guti and they always say how good he is. I've versed him and I mustn't say like he has the aura, yes, but he's not like exceptional to the point where like, oh, you hate versing Guti. Does that make sense? Am I tripping, bro, for that statement? I'm okay with placing him at the top of S. Let's see. If this guy gets an Evo, GG's for everyone, bro. This is a very tough one because he has such a good card and 5-star skills. You know what? I'm going to leave him at the bottom of S+. He's a good card, bro. He's still good. Jones is nice. Definitely middle/higher S. Valverde, you'd think S+, but no. I think he scored... Didn't he score like the winner against someone? Valverde was cooking the other day, I think. Unfortunately, not in UCL though. Sorry, bro. That's too soon. Yeah. Power shot, ping pulse plus. 4-star, 4-star. Very much so redundant playstyle pluses, but in game though the card's gonna feel better than what his stats say. And Valverde for me will go at least higher S. I still don't think S+, man. That's the unfortunate truth. Ronaldo Sanchez is nice as well. Unfortunately, he does not get placed. Let's see. Hopefully I don't make a mistake here because I know a lot of people like the Ronaldo Sanchez, bro. So hold up. 5-star 5? Nah. I'm sorry, bro. I made a mistake. Severe lapse of judgment. Ladies and gentlemen, Ronaldo Sanchez goes S+. Beast. Beast card indeed. Kone on the other end, no. I'm sorry, bro. For any Kone lovers right there. We've got the main man, McAllister. He dropped a lot in price, bro. Like, insane. 91,000 coins. Incisive. He's better as a... I feel like he would have been an insane cam. Doesn't have the position modifier there. But I must say, though, even though he's 91k, right? This card in-game absolutely cooks, bro. Holding plus plus. He's got holding plus plus for CDM and CM. Box to box, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be the first card that's under 100k that's getting S+, bro. Trust me, McAllister is him. Very nice card in-game. This is the other version of Zanetti. Definitely a little bit in that S slot. Marcos Llorente is nice, man. He's actually one of the cards that have dropped a lot in price, bro. I think he was, if you look at his graph, he used to be 600k not even 6 days ago. And now he has dropped down to 296. This is a perfect pickup, in my opinion. Incisive and quick step plus, bros. Trust me. 5-star weak foot as well. Let's see what his CM roles are. Box to box only and playmaker. That's an issue. But if you were to play him box to box, he's going to be insane. Easy on the level of S+ though. That's the interesting one. I'm okay with placing Llorente. I think just the lack of roles. Yeah. Nadine Kessler, what a card. Better as a cam though, but as a CM, very much so an insane card. Rolfo kind of lacks the... I think it is... what is it? The stamina, I think it was, right? But she's not bad at all. João Neves as well. Quickly see. A little bit outdated, but not completely terrible. 276k, press proven and ping pass plus. The card stats look insane, but I do think he gets upper S, but definitely not S+. I think like that is perfect. And then the very last one's going to be Lavia. Not bad. A lot of cards at S, as I said, there's a stagnancy for meta because the amount of promos you have included over the years. That's crazy. You know what? Let's place some cards down. Oran can go down, I think. Man like Larson can go down a little bit. We'll start off from the top. Top 5 CDMs, do you guys agree? Let us see. Okay, we've got 4, 5. Yeah, that's a good one. We've got S+. These cards are just insane as well. Best of the best. Just outside of top 5 though, for their each respective CM, positions. Let's see, maybe someone goes up. Ericsson's fine there. We've got Zaire Emery. You could low-key say he actually gets above Ericsson. Yeah, like that's fine. Ronaldo Sanchez as well can go up. Kant is cool. McAllister can go like that. Yeah, that's fine. Roothulet base. I feel like it's a little bit too biased placing him at S+. Still a very nice card. You could even argue maybe Roothulet, just maybe because of like his in-game aura, bro. I feel like maybe just goes up to S+. Let's see. Just the defensive awareness lacks. And then his rolls. Yeah. You see, that's the issue. So we have to stick with what I said. And then we've obviously got the S slot, which is a lot of cards, but it makes sense. Havertz. We got a Gerrard as well. Gerrard can go up. Let's see. Essence can actually go up. Gavi can go up like that. Pascal Gross can come down. Okay, that's fine. We've got Zanetti's normal base. Lampard's cool. And then we've got obviously Furi, Petit, Alexander. Arnold can actually go a little bit up. I was a bit harsh on him, you know, being United support and all. Billing, Gallagher, Joao Gomez is cool. I'll be honest. Larson can go down, bro. Yeah, I don't really see it too happening for him. And then Benson Cook can go up. And then also Dunn, bro. Dunn is 2 down. She can go like that is fine for now. Tell me, do you guys agree with this? I will do the cams in the next list. At the end of the day, I try to be objective, unbiased. I always say it's my similar saying when I do these videos, just so that people don't be like, Mike, what the hell? No ways, root roulette, bro. Evo is at S. Please just tell me in the comments, do you agree? I'll always try to give my opinion of why I've placed them there. Give me your opinion of why you don't think they get placed there, why they shouldn't. Beckham, on the other hand, I'm actually looking at his card. He can go up a little bit, and then yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that for now. I'll catch you boys in the next one, man. Peace. Okay.